one of the thoughts that I had with Tristana about her situation when I knew that she was involved in a lesbian relationship and having a child, I thought, wow, that's got to be challenging in certain arenas. And obviously, that's who you are, and that's where you are, and it's an interesting story, and it's a great story, and I think for a lot of people it's a controversial story. So one of the things we talked about is how to be proud of that story and how to take that story to the public and say, this is who I am, this is what we've done, and I'm commemorating this choice in my life with this Dreamland CD, and this is my son, I love him, and this is what it's going to be.
I've always been somebody I've never really thought of myself as putting myself out there politically, and I just kind of have always lived my life, and I've always been very proud of my relationships. You know, Laura and I have been together for over 10 years now. We recently got married in the state of California, which is a pretty amazing thing, and I think going back to when I got pregnant, and you know, the fact that you hadn't met somebody who had been in my situation before, and that I've always been a little bit hesitant. Well, that's not what I'm about. I mean, it's just a part of my life, and so I always...
You're not a poster child for that.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I think you can go a little bit the opposite way too, and it is an interesting and important part of my life. So to not talk about it is not right either. So it's about trying to find that balance. More importantly, what we want to show is, you know, how loving and beautiful our family is, and how we find common ground, and how being a parent there's a universal thing that we all feel with our children, and I think that's really important for people to see. There's so much more in common than there are differences, and I think it's you know, it's one of the reasons that we're doing this, is to kind of be
celebrate it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Celebrate it.